Thanks for joining us after the presidential debate. I'm Kasey Freeman. We begin with the breaking news out of Hart County around the Love's truck stop. Now, right now, details are limited, but we do know Kentucky State Police has a male suspect in custody. We will continue to update you as we continue to learn more of this developing story. And we continue to follow breaking news of a confirmed measles case on Western Kentucky University's campus. WBKO's Sarah Phipps joins us in studio with the latest. Sarah?
Thank you, Kasey. The Barren River Health District and the Kentucky Department for Public Health confirmed the case earlier today, saying the student is a Tennessee resident going to school at the university. The state health department says the unvaccinated student recently traveled abroad where they are presumed to...
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Gene Burke.
And I'm Kasey Freeman. We continue to follow breaking news at 6 of an incident at a Warren County neighborhood.
Right now, a portion of Great House Road is shut down as multiple local and state police converged on a residence.
Let's go now to WBKO's Sarah Phipps, who's been at the scene for the last hour. Hey, Sarah, what have you seen?
Thank you, Sarah. Turning now to a developing story we've been following closely out of Beaver Dam.
An arrest has been made in connection to the murder of a woman. WBKO's Adam Ferguson got exclusive footage of the arrest on camera and has the latest on the investigation. Breaking news at 10, Governor Andy Beshear announces more deaths from the recent severe weather here in Kentucky. Good evening, I'm Kasey Freeman. Beshear says one of the victims was from here in Warren County. Earlier tonight, the governor shared this update on social media, saying 20 people have now died from the floods and winter storm, which now includes the local woman. Well, the day was so beautiful that David and Jean got their hair cut so they could feel the wind blowing through their scalp.
That's exactly the reason why we did that.
Gone.
Yeah, you got it, you know. It is that time of year where you got to kind of freshen up the dew. Let that fresh air go right through your hair, as Kasey was saying, and get outside and enjoy some of this very nice weather.
That's how I feel about it, yeah.
You know exactly what we're doing, Kasey.
Exactly. I'm hip. I'm hip. And now our chief meteorologist, David Walter, joins me, and I'm so excited because you said that rain could be in our forecast, which could help my mini garden.
Yes, it could help your mini garden, it could help your big garden, it could help your flowers in the backyard that continue to wilt until you get the hose out to it. But you may not have to water as much by the middle of the week. We might get some help here from Mother Nature. So that's what we're relying on. It has been kind of a dry month so far. After it seemed like, before you came here, it seemed like it was raining all the time in May. And then June came and it's like, turning off the faucet, you're done.
It was like I came in and just destroyed all the rain chances, huh?
You brought the drought, but you know we're going to bring some rain here as we look ahead over the next couple of days here.
Across the Commonwealth continue to pick up the pieces after multiple severe flooding events already this year. WBKO Investigates reporter Kasey Freeman went to Butler County to learn more about how the families are recovering.
Jean, I met with a family caring for Larry Rowe, a Vietnam veteran who's 100% disabled. They told me it was difficult to keep him safe during the storms, and it's still difficult to get the assistance they need after the damage.
But as he's gotten older, as his mom passed, he's just went downhill. I don't know how to explain it. He tries to be strong. He tries so hard, but he's lost the use of his legs. He had like many strokes.
Rachel Coulter cares for her father, Larry Rowe, in his Butler County home. Their home sits not even half a mile from the Green River, a site that saw the most significant flood events in February and in April. Coulter says during the February 2025 flood, the family went to a motel for a couple of weeks with the help of Belmont Church.
The water was getting close to the road, and well, by the time we actually got out, it was already over the road. And we just had to drive through it slowly, but we made it out because I didn't want him to be stuck back here and something happened.
After roads became usable again, the family returned home. They started to assess mostly water damage to their property.
Waters that just came down so much at one time in such a short period of time. It came in the walls of the basement downstairs and the windows. There's a few cracks in the walls and stuff, and it was about a foot or more deep, and down in the basement.
Coulter requested assistance from FEMA at the end of February. However, it was denied. The letter stated the property is in an undeclared location. Although Butler County was not included in the February Individual Assistance Program, Coulter questions the threshold required for a county to be added.
The government, they should help everybody, you know, not one person that, I mean, it had to be a bunch of people. It'd be one person. If only one person lost their home, that one person should be helped.
Coulter also applied for FEMA flood assistance from the April 2025 storm. She received this notification denying her second request, stating it's because she lives in a county not included as a disaster county. When she enters her Butler County address into FEMA's application, it puts her into Ohio County instead. She plans to follow up with representatives to see about getting a manual override to get her application processed. Now, Gina also spoke with Butler County Emergency Management Director Charlie Thomas, and he says he hasn't heard of any other applicants having this same issue. And I also reached out to FEMA to get more details, and a spokesperson advises that you read the entire letter because sometimes there's just additional information in there or required like paperwork that's needed or an application error. She suggested you work with an official to turn that denial into an approval.
And don't forget, FEMA has set up a disaster relief center in Morgantown to help flood victims. They're encouraging anyone who has any sort of flood-related property damage to apply for assistance, including those who own or rent their homes, those who lost other types of property such as vehicles or even personal items like prescription medications. Anyone who experienced damage in a FEMA-approved area can go to any disaster recovery center to apply for assistance.
And welcome back, everyone. I'm excited about this next segment because I have never actually worn a fascinator, and I'm joined now with Kathleen Overton with the Prim and Brim, and we're just going to go through everything Derby. I'm excited, so please tell me a lot. I'm from Nashville, if you guys didn't know, so I've actually never been involved with the Kentucky Derby. Don't know anything about it. So just give me the basic lay of the land. What can I expect to wear?
Well, you can wear anything. That's the fun part about Derby. And we have a lot of customers from Nashville, so Tennessee is coming on up to Kentucky. You can wear anything. Bright colors are always the favorite, so anything from pinks and greens, royal blues, and then you can also do the standard classic colors like the black and the red and the golds.
And as far as trends go, I know that I don't know anything about a fascinator or a boutonniere, or what are the trends? What do I wear?
So you can wear anything you like that makes you feel fun, but typically we wear the big hats at Derby. The bigger the better. You're not too small. Don't worry, you can go big. Fascinators have really made a big comeback. They're just growing and growing. We probably sell 2 to 1 fascinators over hats, but the fascinators are big as well. I mean, these are fun and they're a little whimsical, so you always want to be just a little bit different because that's what they're looking at Derby. They're not looking at your shoes, they're looking at your hat.
Oh, for sure. Good to know. Yeah. Now, for those who may have a day or bring in their husband, what do you have for men to wear?
Yeah, we definitely don't forget the men, and the men get just as dressed up as the women do. We have things like we have custom ties, we have men's hats, we have pocket squares for the men, and we have 95 styles of men's socks. So we have you covered from head to toe.
I see these socks here. I mean, this looks like a good,
cute,
solid
pair.
And
you can wear them all year. I mean, it's not just a one-day event.
And do you have any new products in the store that you could talk to us about?
We do. This year, we have really worked with a lot of our local artisans. We have things like we have custom painted hats. This is from Emma Cox. We have custom painted wine and rocks glasses. So we have many, many other items that are custom painted. We also have just a lot of art that have been incorporated on home decor. So we try to find pieces that are unusual but happy at the end of the day.
And now for anyone who may not have gone to the Derby like myself, what are some tips?
Well, one of the tips, first off, for most of the women, you can carry in a purse, but it has to be within 12-inch by 12-inch by 6-inch. But we have lots of different purses that we have, very whimsical, different, unique purses. But you also want to take a clear bag because you're going to get souvenirs and glasses and programs, and you want to be able to bring those home with you as well.
And as far as what happens, like if it rains, we just had that that huge stretch of rain, and it can really put a damper on what you're going to wear.
Well, we have rain capers, and we sell these so that you can wear them all year. It's not just this styles. We have about 20 different styles of raincoats. Now, I hope to put this away for the next 4 weeks. But it typically rains on Derby Day, so it's always good to have something cute so you don't